In 7 years, Kazakhstan's managed to launch over 1,000 projects worth 5.5 trillion tenge on the map of industrialization. Furthermore, the regions plan to implement more than 80 projects worth 700 billion tenge before the end of 2017. For example, 5 billion tenge was invested for the implementation of 5 new enterprises in the Atara region. According to the governor of the region, Nurlan Nagaev, the new manufacturing enterprises will allow moving away from the raw material-orientated situation in the Atara region. In addition, the region plans to implement 5 new innovative projects related to alternative energy with a total of 140 billion tenge. The projects include the construction of the municipal solid waste processing plant as well as the technology park for solar energy production. In addition, Atara will equip approximately 100-kilometer city streets with energy-efficient lights. The expo has given a great impetus to socio-economic development of our region. Nearly 82,000 inhabitants of our region visited this large-scale event. I also want to highlight that in addition to the 5 projects being implemented in the Atara region, the topic on the implementation of another 23 projects presented at the expo is underway. The aircraft production plant and garment factory are planned in Baikonur. Kazakhstan's space center is experiencing a new wave of industrialization. According to the governor of the Kyzylorda region, Karimbek Kasherbayev, Baikonur is ready to become a rapidly developing and diversified city. As part of the Kazakh-Russian Baytarek project, a manned missile will be launched in 2022, which will significantly contribute to the modernization of the region. New production facilities will be built in the Baikonur city based on the Cosmodrome facilities, where 5.4% of GDP of the former Soviet Union was invested. The Cosmodrome has huge infrastructure and launch sites, and each of which like a city with a stadium and a housing complex. This will serve as a good foundation for implementation of all projects planned in the city. The West Kazakhstan region will implement an industrial zone near the Oral International Airport. The preliminary cost is nearly 14 billion tenge. The construction will be financed by the state budget and the investments of Karachaganak Petroleum Operating Company. Machine-building enterprises oriented to orders of the country's oil and gas industry will be located there. Now, representatives of the Oral Social Entrepreneurial Corporation are negotiating with European investors. Italian, German, Singaporean, Turkish, and Russian companies have already showed their interest. The engineering infrastructure will be built at the expense of the local budget, and the area of the industrial zone will be 300 hectares.
Преимущество индустриальной зоны заключается в том, что здесь у нас
We offer tax preferences for investors in the industrial zone, and the advantages include corporate income tax exemption as well as land and property tax exemptions. Most importantly, the site will be ready to localize production in the industrial zone. All the necessary infrastructure and networks will be financed at the expense of the state.
Инфраструктура, все необходимые сети, они будут подведены уже за счет государства.
18 projects worth nearly 400 billion tenge will be launched on the Industrialization Day, December 6, 2017.